Engines pump. Reluctantly crouched at the starting line. Engines pumping and thumping in time. The green light flashes, the flags go up. Churning and burning, they yearn for the cup. They deftly maneuver.
All right, Johnny. Thought you'd give you some intro music here, brother. All right, man. All right, so anyway, let's get on to this thing here real quick. Try to make this real quick for you. Little cake to start off. All right, bro. All right, so get over here, BTC-USD. You asked, where are we at? So we've got this run. We got this run here, the initial run of Bitcoin up to 19,000. You see that little guy? That was a lot. You're talking about a few $100s up to 19,000. Seems like nothing today. And then we had our latest mammoth run, retracement. And then another run, retracement. That was the big one the last couple of years. This was 2018, 2017. Anyway, all right, so now we're into this run. So let's pick this apart, John. Let's pick this apart. I put that up there because let's look at our first run up. It was an Elliott 5-wave. 1, 2, giant wave 3. What wave is the biggest wave of an Elliott wave move? Wave 3, right? Okay, it's going to come into fruition later. And then 4, and then 5, and then it retraced, right? Retraced. Okay, so, all right, see how it retraced? Yeah. All right, so that's why I covered this next run up. You got that? This over here was also a 5-wave run up. I called it precisely when I started to work for Blockchain Group. This was a 5-wave too over here, but you just can't see it anymore. So anyway, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so you're asking, what do we have now? All right, what do you see? 1, 2, giant wave 3. I beg to say this is a 4 and this is a 5. Okay, so what you want to ask yourself is, over here, Jeff has something called Elliott wave measurements, right? Let's double click that. Up pops this, and it tells you if we're going to be like this guy that teaches us about trading. Mark Douglas teaches us to stick to our rules, and we play those rules along with those edges that we play. We stick to our rules about the edges we play because that's all we can do in a market, okay? That's all we can do is stick to our edges. Well, what's your edge? For us, our edge is Elliott wave, at least for me. This is a wave 1 going into a wave 2. You see a wave 2 retraces about 50 to 61.8, aka 62. Well, how about wave 3? How far does wave 3 retrace? Okay, because that's what we're looking at right now. That's where we're at. So wave 3 goes up, retraces about a 23.6 to a 38.2. Sometimes it retraces more when it's so huge a wave. So you're asking, yeah, Jeff, where are we at? So I put Fibonacci thing over here. So I'm going to move it over for time. So here's your wave 1. It went up. Let's just take a look at this. This one here went up. Go here. Let's look at wave 1. There's wave 1 went up, and it retraced to about your 50 to 61.8. You see that? Okay, so you're like, yeah, Jeff, okay, let's move this over here. Let's look at the next retracement. Where's this guy at? Okay, let's move this over to here. This is your Fibonacci tool. And that's why I said to go to TradingView. Go to TradingView, it's free. Sign up for an account, just use your email, it's free, like free. Okay, you got all these tools. What does that say? Okay, forecasting, patterns, we don't want any patterns. That fib retracement tool. You can also do lots of fib things. Fib extensions. You can actually chart how long that run's gonna be. All right, but enough's enough. So what we want to know is how far this retraced. So it went to about a 38.2 to 50% retracement. Well, back to this book. What does wave 1 retrace? It usually traces a 50 to 61.8. What do you see over here? You know, she went about a 38.2 to 50 to 61.8. She at least hit the 50 percentile in that ballpark. Or now, what you're really concerned with, Jeff, but Jeff, I want to know about now. I don't care about all this stuff, Jeff. Okay. So, what do you see here? What do we have here? Like in the Top Gun movie. Okay, so my coach told me also to always clean up your chart. Did it hit a 23.6? Yes. Did it hit a 38.2? It just about has. All right, until this candle pushes past there, I can't call this a wave 4, okay? It could be an A, B, C correction to this, but no, it's not. You know why? Because it's surpassed that first run up. So it tells me definitely that thing's going to go long to me, okay? No buy, sell, or hold. Anything could happen, natural disaster, whatever. But inevitably, 1, 2, 3, we're doing 4, and then 5. Okay, if you ask me, that's what I say. No buy, sell, or hold given here, but that's what I see. Okay, so let's clean our chart up here. Okay, you may like this. Settings. Why are my settings blue, orange, green, brown, slate? You see this? Blue is 23.6, orange, green, brown, slate. Well, obviously Dana and me worked in the telephone company. All right, what do you see on those wires? Blue, orange, green, brown, and then slates in there, okay? You can see it over here, blue, orange, green, brown, and you can hardly see this is slate. Blue, orange, green, brown, slate. So, want to make things nice. So, do I need that 61.8 if it's a wave 3? Remember, get back to our rules. Wave 3 usually retraces, which makes it a wave 4. Wave 3, giant wave 3, usually retraces 23.6 to 38.2. Right? So let's clean our chart up. Do I need this 61.8? Probably not. Do I need this 50%? Probably not. Okay? Now it looks a little cleaner. We'll say okay. Now do you see what we're working with? We got a giant wave 3. It's probably already retraced 23.6 to a 38.2. It's in that. It meets the parameters. And what do you see about that pin? It's a green pin. Okay? In other words, it ran its course. It did its retracement. Now, at worst, it could drop back down a little bit more, like on the next pin. Let's just say it fails to go up any further. It could come back down, sure. But this is where the big boys and the buyers, you see how they wick that candle back up? They buy back in here. So even if it went up, it goes down. This is creating a wave 4 to go up for your wave 5. How high will it be? Well, you can at least, it is going to be at least the size of wave 1. Do you see that? But there are other rules for that. What are you seeing? Okay, so you at least see typically the same size as wave 1. It may be a little more. It may go up to 100 thou. I don't know, man. I can't say. Don't have a crystal ball. That's enough on this video, enough blabber. For in my book, John, all the rules of retracement have been satisfied as to what my rules are with Elliott Wave. Let's see where she goes. It'll be fun. Again, remember your patterns. 5 wave here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What do you see here? 1, 2, 3. Coming down for a 4, and I'm looking for a 5. Asta.